So it's August 6th, I believe, and we got rain in the forecast, so went and hooked onto the disc. Went to town on some, disking up some food plots. I'll kind of show you what I got going on here. We got the redneck here. We got about 2.5, 3 acres of corn right back here. Just a big block, about 100 yards wide, and it goes that way probably 100 yards. And then we got the water hole right here. I dug that last year with the skid steer, but I would say maybe not quite a half an acre here, probably half an acre, take away the pond, so pretty good little chunk right here. I think I'm gonna plant it in maybe turnips, some brassicas, and then we got about 50 yards of corn right over here in between the plot and the woods. And then we got a divider coming up, just about 6 rows of corn coming right up right through here. And then another plot. I call these plots the egg plots, just kind of they're shaped like an egg. And so another plot I can plant. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to plant in it yet. I think this plot here is the one I'm going to plant in clover, just for a long-term deal. And then we got about another probably 10 rows of corn, and then another egg plot. So it's kind of hard to see with the sun. This one here is a little smaller. That other one's probably over half an acre, and this one here is probably just under half an acre. So, and then I'm probably just gonna plant rye in this one this year, rye or wheat. And this one here, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna plant it in ryegrass, just because I'm gonna get it prepped for. I'm gonna plant some alfalfa in this one next year. It's probably half an acre. It's gonna go into alfalfa. So exciting stuff coming your way. I mean, and then right here, where I'm at right here, everything just kind of comes together. Like it's I kind of designed this. There's a pretty good bedding area back in here, and then actually probably about 150 yards, 200 yards that way through the woods. I got another plot in there that's about 3 acres that I planted in corn, and corn planter kind of got plugged up. So in the bottom half, I'm gonna go in and drill some wheat in there. And then on back about a quarter mile, I got just a small milo plot that I'm gonna go in and broadcast probably some turnips in it. So kind of add to it a little bit, so we can kind of spread these deer out a little bit. And this right in here, I planted a row of cedars down through here. They're not very tall yet, and then I got some switchgrass coming up. I'm gonna replant this this spring. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna burn all this off right here and plant some switchgrass, which we got a little bit of a stand I planted 2 years ago, and it got super dry, so I didn't get much of a stand. Like, I couldn't get anything to grow back in 22. But let me see, I should have some cedars in here somewhere. If I can find the row. The weeds are getting so tall. Well, I said I have cedars in here. I know they're in here. I seen them a month ago. Everything's just green and growed up around them now. I may be back in here too far. Anyways, there's cedars planted about every 5 foot down through here. Oh, right there's one. Just a little guy. But I'm gonna have a row of cedars, and then the plan is to make it where I can kind of slip in and out of that box. It just did not really work for me this year. I kind of had a pile right here when I was planting. I should have brought the skid loader over and moved it, but I didn't. So kind of hindered me from planting where I really needed to plant for good screening. And then let me climb up right here. I had some pretty good bucks, or one decent buck out here that I might shoot if I get a chance. But kind of give you a view from Redneck up here. This here is just all planted in beans. Planted beans up through here. And then actually, right over here on the other side of this corn right here, there's some more beans in that field down there. So you can kind of see what we got going on here. Step inside. Right here's where all the plots come together. Kind of get a better visual on them. The sun. But right there, there's the 3 egg plots, and then oh, it's kind of dirty in here. We got all of our snacks from last year, deer season. And get it all cleaned out, ready for season again, but well, hard to do this one-handed. But yeah, so water hole. You can see all them tracks. I don't know if you can see it when I zoom up, but a lot of them deer have been using that water hole like crazy. And then you got the mineral site right there. My plan is, if I get around to it, I'm going to put a scrape tree right here on the other side. But I'm going to have to get to that pretty soon if I'm going to do it. But I think it's a pretty killer setup. I just wish I had a little better screening getting out, in and out, but can't wait for season. Don't know if I'll hunt here much or not. Depends on what I have move in here. Been trying to find some, I found some decent bucks on public, but nothing that I'm just like head over heels for yet. So gonna keep looking, and getting exciting. I got 3.5 weeks to get all this stuff done before we head out west for our elk hunt. I'm still trying to get a leftover, or well, a returned mule deer tag. We're down where we're got elk tags for. See if I can tag out the muley and an elk like I did last year. So exciting stuff. A lot to do in a short amount of time, but we got rain coming in and it's getting exciting. I actually had it pretty well off this year as far as rain goes, and we're kind of in a dry spell right now, but if we can catch some rain this weekend, we'll be kind of set for a little bit. Corn's tasseling out right now in this patch right here, and it needs some rain like right now or yesterday really. But got another corn plot up here about 1/4 mile, half a mile almost, and I planted it a little bit earlier, so it's made already. But exciting stuff in the whitetail woods, and give me a subscribe. Appreciate it. We're gonna come go see if we can't get in the air conditioner and out of this blistering heat.